Remember when I used to do cheap headphones? You know, not Edition X, followed by, you know, HE1000 Mark IVs, followed by LCD 4s, everything $4,000. But when I used to do cheap and good, it's not that I don't want to do it. It's that things have to compete. You see, these are the Superlux 669s. They're on my wall. Many of you don't even know what they are. You maybe glance up there and I point at something, but it's almost never these. And these live up on my wall. They live on my wall next to an $1,800 set of Ether C flows. These cost me $45. They don't sell them anymore. You can't even get them on AliExpress. The pads in them, ZMF Oris. I think they were $60. So I've got a $45 set of headphones with $60 pads, and they're Superlux, so they have the most amazing detachable cable system ever invented by the human species, yet no one else uses it, where it's just, there's a little dinga, and any old extension will work. No, extensions aren't as common as auxiliary cables, but you could pull this in any direction and it doesn't break it. That's the benefit. So yeah, these sit up there on the shelf with my $1,800 fucking Ether flows and planars and $500, and then we get back to the cheap. We get to the M40Xs. These are probably coming off my shelf. They're probably coming down, and I'm probably going to replace them. In fact, I'm definitely going to replace them with the Monoprice Retros. These are $30 headphones. $29.99. Links to Amazon in the description. Now, staying in tradition, I did not leave the stock pads on them, because even though the website says they are extremely comfortable to apply, no, they're not. These are hard, two knuckle, not even two, round, two. These are good for nothing. These are good for nothing pads. How did I fuck that up? We're doing it live. Instead, these are the new Brainwaves XL pad, round XL. So they're not HM5 pads anymore, and they don't have these on Amazon, which pisses me off, because when I ordered, I had my friend buy this. He's like, all right, I'm gonna try something new. So okay, Origin G2, these $30 headphones and these $30 pads, because they're two different types. There's pleather and then sheepskin. Sheepskin's $45. He's a cheap ass. He wouldn't buy them. I have the sheepskin. They're on my Ether Flow Cs. Ether C flows. I keep getting it wrong. Anyway, these are good enough pads that when you put sheepskin on them, I replace my Ether C flows pads with them, and I said those pads are fucking amazing. So $30 for the headphones, $30 for the pads. You should have heard him laughing. Like, how? By the way, look at the wallpaper matches the chain. You're fucking chained to these. Look, for $30, I'm not gonna super complain about the wire, the attached wire. It's attached, just like a Grado, $1,000 set of Grados. So obviously, it's the way to do it. Build quality? Sound? What do you want to hear first? I can't hear you. It's the internet. Stop yelling. I'll tell you what. I thought when I picked these up, because they were so cheap, I just bought them, that they were going to be just clones of the 669s, which are clones of the Samsung 850s. And they're not. They're not even close. It's... I love these cans. These cans, let's put them on, and actually I'm going to swap off of the thingy and put this there, and then I put this here, and I'm gonna make you stop blinking because it's gonna kill me. I'll put this on here and Rage Against the Machine. Oh, hit the wrong button. Ooh. So. These are fun. Hysterically fun. Like, sometimes you get headphones, you need them to be accurate, and sometimes you get headphones because you need them to game, and sometimes you get headphones because they're $30 fucking, and who gives a shit? That's like lunch for 2 days. These have some of the most extremely intense bass. It's not the cleanest bass. It's not, we're not talking about like RBH HP2 bass, but hysterically large sounding room bass. And that's not it. It's not like, oh, that's all it does, and that's Zio's likes because it's got bass. The treble and mid-range don't fall apart. When I'm comparing these to my 669s, if I go from these to 669s, 669s sound just like nothing's going on. They almost sound like accurate, and these were never accurate. Hold on, refresh. All right, step 1, soundstage for days on a closed set of headphones. They need some power. I mean, this is the X7S, and I'm rubbing up against like 11 o'clock. One Punch Man, by the way. These sound fucking huge. They don't hurt. They actually... These have more treble going for them than these. Just a little bit. I would almost consider these a little more detail-oriented. But the soundstage and the width and the low end and the playing Planetside 2 yesterday was just hilarious. Hilarious. These are hilarious headphones. They're a cheap set of headphones that whoever you put them on, I don't care what they own, if they... Oh, I only buy the French planars because the French planars use a special magnet that's actually toned pink. And the pink tone reflects light so that the driver doesn't... Shut the fuck up. These, right? I want to put $60 headphones on someone that is just stuck up their own ass and have them to go, wow, that's crazy. And that's what these do. Next track. John Lee Hooker, Homework, all right? John Lee Hooker is laughing inside my brain. Dude, I could just listen to this all day. Because it's not like, it's not... Look, I reviewed some really just bass headphones. The Ship 8000s, if you remember those. No one remembers those. Ship 8000s also had an attached wire. And the Brainwaves HM9s were both headphones that if I had to just one bullet point, it's just BASS. By the way, people keep messaging me and spelling bass BASE. BASE is like the base of a chair or the military base. Bass, like a headphone, is BASS, which is also bass, which is a fish. This is English. I didn't invent it. I'm just telling you how the rules are. The BASS on these is just... It's because it's not like, oh, you couldn't get an EQ on any headphone and twist it up so that it would sound like these headphones. These are just a giant 4-knuckle, by the way, these pads are 4-knuckle, massive hamburger-sized cup that doesn't sound like you're listening to a seashell. That's what you usually get when you get this giant seashell sound and everything is echoey. And while this sounds like there's a big room acoustic around you, it never gives you that feeling of, oh, I'm not getting any of the details. You're getting plenty of the details. The imaging isn't even that bad. I mean, we have to keep going back to, pretend I'm talking about $200 headphones. Oh, the fucking soundstage and the bass. It's quality large bass. And you've got to put these pads on it. You can buy them without the pads. And then after 2 days of listening to them and your ears start to hurt, you're going to want, you just buy the pads. Just buy the pads. the attached wire. There have been worse attached wires. I consider the Grado GS1000's wire a worse attached wire because it's too big, too heavy, it attaches to both sides, and it's actually relatively short. Where this is like an 8-footer, and it's just not the worst thing. I felt worse cables. Okay. You could always mod them. I just wish they were all doing the Superlux thing. That's definitely... I was gaming, like I said, I was gaming. I was planet sighting in this. And just when the fucking shit starts exploding, you just start laughing. You just start laughing. These are... I don't want to call them a toy because they earn too much respect for that. I mean, now look. Whoop. They're simple. They're actually remarkably well engineered for how cheap they are. Because unlike this, it just used like a springy thing and that was it. This has an elastic slide system that tensions this headband, which is made out of like a thick, fake leather. That actually rubs like there, but to do that doesn't make sound. I can't knock these headphones. If there is no reason that anyone is gaming, if you have no budget, if you're Cheese, who's the guy who reads all the comments on my stream, if you have no budget like Cheese, this. You buy them with no pads at first, then you buy the pads for another $30, then you go out and you buy a Mod Mic 5 or the Mod Mic 4. The 5 is superior, by the way, as far as sound quality. Pop that on here, a little magnet. Hold on. There you go. You do the wire thing, you plug it into... Actually, since you're using a Mod Mic, because you have to use a Mod Mic, because you could just plug one into your sound card, plug the other thing into your sound card, or your goddamn $4,000 tube amp, because why wouldn't you? These are amazing. Zeos is keeping a set. Zeos doesn't have to keep anything. Zeos has stacks and everything else. Zeos is keeping a set of these because they're unique. They may not serve every purpose on earth, but my God, are they fun to put on. These are, when people come here and they look at the wall and they're like, oh, impress me. These are coming off. Because I guarantee you, all they've ever heard is Beats bass. Where it's just... And these are not that. These are berserk. Fucking cannons and shit, and it's just shaking. Oh man. Buy a set of these. They don't cost you much. They don't cost you, like, you could accidentally spend $30 and not know about it. If you have 669s, they still hold up. I wonder what the Ori pad should sound like on this. Because now it's like, By the way, they need a little bit of power. Just saying, they need a little bit, not a lot. Howl's Moving Castle, the merry-go-round. A lot of deep low end. And these are pretty good for low end. Let's Oh, yeah, no, these the sound demo is no way is going to be able to handle what these are putting out. It's just not. Because it's not like you're putting a little tiny headphone with some bass in it. These are massive fucking headphones with massive bass. And it all works out. Ah. I like this. I miss doing cheap and good. I like cheap thrills. I like cheap thrills. And these are the cheapest thrill I think you can buy. If you think there's another headphone for $30 that Zeos is going to like, you're probably wrong. Doesn't mean you shouldn't say what it is. So in the comments, you can do that. In the description of this video, other than the comments that are telling me that I'm bad at everything I do, you will find links to these. You will find links to the pads. You won't find a link to a wire because you can't change the wire. So, be gone. That wallpaper will be in the description, perverts. And the links to the Patreon, which I would say the Patreon bought this, but I'm pretty sure the spare change in my couch bought this. But that's up there and down there. And it's going to come to the point, because I do yard sales every month. From the 1st to the 10th, I just sell things I don't need. I bought that. I don't need it, so I just throw it up in the yard sale, no starting bid, free shipping to the United States, and half shipping internationally. At some point, do I give these up? They're so rare. Something will end up on there that you want. Something will end up on that you want. And I don't know what it is yet, but you check it out. On the 1st to the 10th, I throw up a yard sale. And you also get to see this review like 2 weeks early. So when I tell you to buy these and they're not in stock, if you're watching it on YouTube and not on the Patreon, that's why. All the patrons bought it. So yeah, yeah. Just hilariously good for the money. It's for the money. I get the little nipples for the money. Because I could go up there, I could look up there, and I could say, do I want to listen honestly? Do I want to listen to my Ether C-Flows? Or do I want M1060s? Or I want to listen to the retros? Like, what do I feel like I'm in the mood for? And I might change the wire out, and then it'll be the retros a lot of the time. So there it is. That's my review. Check things out. You just fucking buy it. Just fucking buy it. Dislike this video and buy it. Or buy it, dislike the video. When it comes in, undislike the video. That's a good system. No, it's not. I'm sure YouTube's analytics will freak out. Have we talked enough? Sound demo in the description. I have no idea how it recorded it. We'll find out.